Good morning, afternoon, evening, everyone. Let me ask you a question. Have you ever felt like you were running on empty? Like life kept demanding more strength from you than you had left to give? If you've been there, or maybe you're there right now, then you're in the right place. Because today, I want to share with you Bible verses that breathe strength into tired souls and light a fire of motivation in weary hearts. These verses aren't just ancient words. They're power. They're fuel. They're God's promises for people like us, people in the real world facing real struggles, doubts, deadlines, and dreams. Let's begin with a verse that flips our understanding of strength upside down. 2 Corinthians 12-9. My grace is sufficient for you, for my power is made perfect in weakness. Isn't that wild? God says His power shines brightest not when we feel strong, but when we feel weak. That means we don't have to fake it. We don't have to pretend we have it all together. When we're at our lowest, God's at His highest. Maybe you've had a week where everything felt too heavy: bills, health, relationships, responsibilities. You tried to hold it all together, and then something else broke. But Paul, the writer of this verse, learned that when he stopped relying on his own strength and leaned fully on God, that's when he felt truly strong. So don't despise your weakness. That may be the very doorway through which God's strength rushes in. Another powerful verse, Philippians 4:13. I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me. This one's popular and often misunderstood. This verse isn't a magic spell that guarantees success in everything. It's a declaration of inner strength, especially when life doesn't go your way. Paul wrote those words from prison, not from a stage, not from a palace, from a dark, damp prison cell. And he wasn't talking about winning trophies or gaining fame. He was talking about enduring hardship with hope, surviving storms with peace, and pressing on when quitting seems easier. In other words, you can get through this, not because you're superhuman, but because Christ is super strong. His strength never runs dry, even when ours does. There's one verse that feels like a breath of fresh air to the exhausted. Isaiah 40:31. But those who hope in the Lord will renew their strength. They will soar on wings like eagles. They will run and not grow weary. They will walk and not faint. Let that sink in. When we put our hope in people, money, or even ourselves, strength eventually runs out. But when we put our hope in God, something incredible happens. We get renewed. Like a phone plugged into a power source, we start to recharge. God doesn't just help us get by. He helps us rise up. We start to soar. And that's not just poetic. That's powerful. That's God saying, I see your exhaustion, and I've got what you need. So when you're running low physically, emotionally, spiritually, plug back into the one who never runs out. Strength isn't always loud. Sometimes, strength looks like showing up one more day. Joshua 1-9. Have I not commanded you? Be strong and courageous. Do not be afraid. Do not be discouraged, for the Lord your God will be with you wherever you go. That was God speaking to Joshua right before he had to lead a nation into unknown territory. He was terrified, uncertain, and under pressure. Sound familiar? But God didn't say, figure it out on your own. He said, I'll go with you. That promise still stands. You don't face the unknown alone. Whether you're walking into a new job, a hard decision, a medical diagnosis, or a fresh chapter, God is with you. And that's where real courage comes from, not from having all the answers, but from knowing you're not alone in the questions. Oh, here's the truth I want to leave with you today. Strength isn't about being unbreakable. It's about being connected to God. When you're weary, He lifts you. When you're weak, He fills you. When you're scared, He walks beside you. Don't wait until you feel strong to turn to these verses. Turn to them because you need strength. And let them speak life over you again and again. Remember, God's power is made perfect in your weakness. You can endure all things through Christ. Your strength can be renewed like the eagles. And wherever you go, God goes with you. Stay strong, not in yourself, but in Him. Thank you.